Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. All right, let me go ahead and get some things started really quick. Get some things started here. Yes, like when I start talking, you know what that means? That means we got to start turning some cameras on, right? That's what that means. That's what I mean. Come on, guys. Let me turn this camera on. Welcome everybody. Welcome everyone. How are you guys? Welcome to the Credit Business Growth Show. This is one of the first shows of my new credit business growth show, right? Like I'm doing these shows now. Sometimes they're going to be on Zoom. Sometimes they're going to be on Facebook. Sometimes I'm going to be streaming them through all of the social media platforms. But for this one in particular, I decided to do it on Zoom. All right. This is not the traditional meeting I used to have. I used to have every single week. It's not that. It's a new show that I'm doing where I'm going to have experts on in particular areas that's going to help you guys grow your business. And I'm not even going to say credit repair business. I'm going to say business. Any credit business, any business, tax business, any business that you're in, the Credit Business Growth Show is going to help you do that. So I want to welcome everybody here today. We had 150 people register for this one. I think it's very important. And I knew 50% of the people will show up. And I was correct. All right. So how's everybody doing out there today? How's everybody doing? I see a lot of, you can type in the chat for me. Let me know how you're doing. Just let me know how you're doing. You can unmute your mic too, if you want. And you can say good, Mark, not good, Mark. I'm happy to be here. I want to learn something. Go ahead and type in the chat for me. Yeah. Don't be shy today. Don't be shy because today, all we're talking about is the new wealth.
Doing good, Mark.
Thank you, Gal. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Anybody else doing good?
Doing good, Mark.
Who's that? Who said that?
Stephanie.
Stephanie, how are you, Stephanie, in the corner?
Great.
Anybody else doing good? Yeah?
I'm doing well as well.
Okay, Justin, thank you so much. I think a lot of people are shy. Anybody else?
Doing good, Mark.
Oh, okay. That's Miss Thomas. How you doing? Hello. Hello. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you guys. I've been away for a while. And I'm just getting back in. Hey, listen, today what we're going to talk about, like I said before, we're going to talk about, some of you may say, well, I'm already in business credit, but a lot of you are not. A lot of you are not. And I call it the new wealth because it's an untapped market that I really never talked about. Like I never really promoted it. I never trained on it, but that's all going to change. Okay. Especially if you're doing taxes, if you're doing credit repair, if you're doing any financial literacy, this is one way. This is another way to bring in extra stream of income. It's another way to build your own business credit so you can get all these lines of credit. And it's also another way to help your current customer, if you're doing credit repair, selling the business credit to your customer at the same time. All right. So I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about this topic today. And we're going to talk about this topic with Jeremiah Davis from Black Label CRM. So I'm going to bring him on right now and we're going to get started. We're going to dive in here because I'm not the expert at this. Jeremiah is, and he's going to tell you everything about himself, about his Black Label CRM and everything about business credit. I want you guys to kind of hold your questions until we are finished. And then just put together your questions, the thing you want to ask about business credit, about the CRM and how can it help you grow your business. All right. So Jeremiah, what's up, bro?
What's up, man? How you doing? It's been a while since we chatted, but I would first thank you for having me on. And yeah, this software that I've created and rolled out in March is flying off the shelves like hotcakes. I don't know. Most of us have been, if we've been doing business credit, we've been doing it the old-fashioned way, like the cavemans, like the Flintstones, you know. And I've took all the resources that I've collected over the years and put them into this automated system. Now you can offer a business credit builder a DIY, which is completely hands-on, and the software walks the client, the end user, through it step by step from a lender compliance point of view. So why do lenders look for these things? So now you understand the reasoning behind building a solid business credit foundation, and as well as adding those vendor accounts. Up until now, people usually add vendor accounts, the easy ones that you know about, Granger, Uline, things like that. But those necessarily aren't always the vendors that the client needs. So in the software, I've added hundreds of vendors, thousands. There's over 3,000 business credit vendors in the software, and you can search the vendors by business category so they can get the trade lines they need to and use for their business. Okay. And you don't have to wait a long period of time to have 10, 15, 20 trade lines reporting to your business credit. And what that does is opening you up to more lines of credit, more types of credit, larger limits, as well as more funding options.
Jeremiah, let me ask you a question real quick.
Mhm.
Jeremiah just gave you guys a teaser. He just gave you guys a teaser. He knows so much about business credit. You know how like you go to the movie, they give you the opening first, and then they take you right into it. Jeremiah, before we get like deeply into like the whole business credit thing with the software, can we backtrack a little bit?
Sure.
All right, so let's backtrack. Let's backtrack. And what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to ask some specific questions to Jeremiah first, and then he's going to tell us a little bit about the CRM and how it helps with business credit. But I want to ask you a few questions because we got a lot of new people. If you're new here and you don't know anything about business credit, go ahead and type in the chat for me. Type in the chat, Jeremiah, check out the chat and let's see how many new people are in here. If you're new and you don't know anything about business credit, like you don't know the first step about business credit, like you want to learn about it, that's why you came here, type in the chat for me because we want to see like where you are. Like that's what we want to do. We want to kind of see where you are. Doing good. Okay. Type in the chat for me, guys, or unless you're like a master of business credit. All right. Just type in the chat for me. I want to see where you are. So we're going to backtrack for a second. Okay. So Jeremiah, we got quite a few new people here. So let's backtrack for a second. Can you tell us a little bit about your background with business credit? And then tell us a little bit about what is business credit and why it's so important as owners to have it or even sell it.
Okay, well, similar to personal credit, your business should be a separate entity that separates you from your business financially and tax purposes, as well as most businesses. You can't grow your business very large on your personal credit. If you're always relying on your personal credit to finance your business, to grow your business, you're going to hit that ceiling, that glass ceiling, where you're not going to be able to get a $50,000 line of credit in your personal name, but you should be able to get it in your business name. So it's in your business should have a separate credit profile that you continue to work on and build like personal credit. You want an 800 credit score. It takes time. You got to get the trade lines. You got to pay your bills on time. You got to manage those lines of credit properly. To get to that point, you got to have diverse lines of credit as well for your personal credit. So similar with that is the same thing with business credit, but business credit is, let me say it like this, it's unregulated, okay? So one lender or one credit card company might have a certain protocol before they extend you a line of credit. And the problem up until now is nobody knows what those lenders are looking for, right? What's going to qualify, what's not going to qualify. Well, we took the mystery out of it. Now we give you that in the software, so you only apply for the lines of credit or the funding that you want. And you know that you're going to qualify for it, or your client is going to qualify for it. So that's a big game changer, having that information before you go into it and knowing that you most likely will get approved unless you or the client has been withholding some information that comes up later. But and so we just built the system. It took me 2 years to build. Okay. And I'll just be perfectly honest. I've been in the financial space for nearly 20 years. I started with merchant accounts and I got into funding. And about 7, 8 years ago, I started my own funding company called businessfundingnow.com. I have my business consulting firm, Davis Thorpe and Associates. I own a VA company called Custom Executives, and now I own Black Label. So I have a lot of balls I'm juggling, but they all kind of, mesh together. right? It's all in the business arena and the financial arena. And then the VAs, obviously, I train my VAs to do personal credit, business credit, and funding. So they're just as versed as I am. They know what they're doing. I got them all personally certified. I created a certification course for business credit and funding that all software users get for free. So we give you the training and the knowledge that you need to build your business credit as well as supply this service. Because still, up to this day, over 90% of businesses in the United States do not have business credit.
Yeah.
So it's a wide open market, and everybody is trying to build it because they're trying to get vehicles, they're trying to get loans, they're trying to get higher dollar amount lines of credit so they can finance their stuff. And the benefit of that is you don't use your working capital. The cash flow coming in the business doesn't have to go out because you're going to use your business credit to finance those ventures, marketing or expansion, whatever the case may be. If it's a tow truck driver or semi truck driver or a restaurant or food truck, having these lines of credit to finance your operation of your business that you can pay off little at a time, or it's a win-win.
One second, Jeremiah. Somebody's talking. Let me go ahead and mute them. All right, Jeremiah, you can unmute yourself.
Okay. So I first started doing business credit about, I don't know, it was around 2010 with some other people. I mean, around 2010 when another software came on the scene and was offering business credit. But it was problematic, and it was kind of finding somebody to outsource it. I've been through the gamut trying to provide business credit for my clients that is turnkey as possible. Once I couldn't find that, I had to, and I quite honestly, I started the software 2 years ago, building it for myself, right? And but you have
the business funding now, though.
Yeah,
right?
but that was just a loan service. It didn't have business credit at the time.
So you were doing loans. You were helping people get approved for loans. Okay, big loans.
Big
dollar
loans. Yes.
Okay.
I still do that very much a lot. Every day we're processing loans, a wide variety of business loans. There's actually about 40 different business loan types out there, and just knowing where to go and how to apply for them is valuable. I put 20 of those loans, the most popular 20, in the software. So not only it's an automated business credit builder, but it's also a funding software. I put lenders in there. I put those vendors in there. I put all the resources you need all in one system, so you don't have to leave the software to complete the steps. It gives you all the tools. I put virtual avatars in there that explain things. I put training videos in there. And everything's white label. We put it on your domain, and we put it on, and so they will never know about Black Label. A lot of other softwares will market to your clients, or they will restrict your access to the information. And
so what about us? Like, what if we wanted to, before we started offering business credit to other people, can we use your platform to build our own business credit? Because I know that's a lot of people are struggling with trying to get their own business credit. So you got a lot of education, step-by-steps for that?
Yes, the whole system is built on a step-by-step automated process in a particular order to best maximize your ability to get the lines of credit that you need and grow your business credit and access more funding options as well. So it's a very automated, as automated as I could possibly get it. I made it so easy that the truck driver on the road could do this, right? He's driving from cross country. When he stopped 5 or 10 minutes, he can complete a step. Then he goes on to the next step. And I made it so simple that anybody could do this. They can read and watch a video. You can do this.
And a little bit later, Jeremiah is going to actually. I'm really excited about this Black Label software. He's been talking to me about it, and I'm an automation guy that I'm trying to automate everything, and I think this thing is just badass, completely. Yeah. Okay, and that's coming from me. Okay, so what I'm saying, so Jeremiah's going to show you guys. We're going to show you a demo later about it. So let's go ahead and continue. Go ahead, Jeremiah.
Yeah, well, when you get the software, not only do we give you your first clients, 5 clients included with the purchase of the software. So you can resell those client licenses, which is a business credit client, immediately. The software has a business funding and credit success scan that we give to you free, unlimited use. And this is your lead generation. I use it like this. I say, get pre-qualified for 20 different business loans in less than 3 minutes, right? Put that ad out and people just sign up in less than 3 minutes. I get probably 5 or 10 a day. And I can talk to them about funding. I can talk to them about business credit, but I have the whole business profile in front of me and I can use that information to close them. So it's a valuable tool, but I'll show you the scan. It's pretty awesome because what it does, it goes out and pulls all the business credit data and the business information data that's public record, right? Secretary of State, trade lines, the business credit bureaus. So when that scan is complete in like a nanosecond, it's going to tell you how many trade lines you have. It's going to tell you what the missing pieces of your business credit are. And it's going to say what funding products you pre-qualify for.
Jeremiah, let me ask you some questions here.
Yeah.
Because everybody, this is the Credit Business Growth Show. So I'll be stopping you from time to time to ask you specific questions that I think the audience may want to hear. But as I've been researching business credit, why is it so important for everyone here on the call to start? Well, I got 2 questions. Why is it so important for them to start building business credit for their business, their self? That's number 1. And then number 2, how could it help? Like, why should they sell it or offer it to their current clients or just people out there that's looking for business credit, like as an extra stream of income? Those are the 2 questions. So
the first question is, it is more difficult to grow your business without business credit. Okay. When you go to a bank and ask for a loan, they're looking at your business credit. And you go apply for an SBA loan, they use the SBSS score, which is a combination of your personal credit score and your business credit score for an SBA loan. Business term loans require you to usually have a business plan that you can show them. So when you come to it and you have no business credit, that makes you less credible. And like I said before, Walmart cannot build Walmart on personal credit.
Right.
Okay. I think business credit should be able, you should build your business credit so you can walk into a Ford dealership and not only get 1 box truck, but get 5 box trucks on your business credit. Or if you need to buy some supplies or rent or lease a office space, you can put all these things on business credit without using your working capital. So I think the end answer, is growth. Tremendous growing your business more efficiently and accessing more lines of credit and more funding options is the reason you should have, and separating your business finances from your personal finances. Second question is, like I said, 90% of the US-based businesses do not have business credit. They're operating on their personal credit, and times get tough. Business slows down. I get clients calling me all the time just trying to make payroll, and they need a quick loan.
Yep.
Okay. And if they don't have business credit and they don't have all the pieces to the puzzle they need to access those lines of credit or that funding, they're stuck with MCA loans or high interest business loans that are necessary evil, but they're difficult to manage. If you can't keep up with those daily or weekly payments, then it's going to be more detrimental. So you want to position yourself to be able to access the lines of credit and the funding when you need it with the least problems as possible. So this gives you more options. And then why not be that financial guru of your community where you're supplying this valuable service to all the businesses in your community, right? And you're the expert. You're building them their business credit like they don't even know what they don't have, Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as they start seeing it, how it works, everybody wants it. And like I said, it's not regulated like personal credit. So, I mean, obviously you don't want to do everything ethical, but there's no rules and regulations to prevent you from supplying a service to your community.
Is that because it's business to business?
Yeah, it's business, and the government just hasn't got around to regulating yet. But I haven't heard anything about that anytime soon. So there's not even any chatter about it. So it might stay unregulated for a long time, and it really doesn't need to be regulated, because at the end of the day, the credit card companies that extend these lines of credit and the banks that offer these loans haven't changed their rules in over 100 years. They still want to loan you money. They still want to give you lines of credit, but they have their protocols, their qualification requirements that you must meet before they give it to you.
Jeremiah, let me ask you a question before you go into the demo and show everybody this fantastic software that will do all the work for them when it comes to business credit. You want to take some questions from the audience? You want to take some questions? Sure. Because I want this to be like, I want it to be like informational, right? Like I want people to get value. Because you got a lot of YouTube videos, right? That's talking about business credit, but you can't get the people on the line like right now, like you, where they can ask specific questions. Like if you want one of these other gurus, you got to pay them to sit with them and stuff like that. So now we have you on the line, on the show, and I want to take some questions from the audience before we go into showing a demo of the Black Label CRM. Is that cool?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Does anybody, if you have any questions, just unmute your mic and let's do it one at a time. Let's do it one at a time. All right.
Okay, Jeremiah.
1 second, Reginald. Somebody else said he had a question.
Yes. This is Eunice.
Yes. Go ahead, sir.
All right. So my question is, I wrote a course on business credit that I was scheduled to release here because my philosophy is to build the business credit and personal credit at the same time. I got like 4 packages, and that's my highest package that I sell through educational services. So what I'm hearing is that using your service, we'll be able to, number one, reach way more options doing the business credit as maybe what I have right now. And it would actually speed up the whole entire process and make it much easier for every client that's coming through, rather than just getting the videos and the courses and following the quick, and downloading everything. You'll have everything automated where it'll be simple just for them to plug and play the whole system.
It is. I set it up in 2 versions, a do-it-yourself version and a VIP version. Actually, on the back end, the software, there's no difference between the versions. The only difference is I only reserve my time for the VIP clients. So they get a call from me or one of my staff members once a week to walk them through the steps, through the hand holding and the babysitting. But I actually sell more DIY because I have a lower price tag on it. It's only $700. And they can do it all themselves because it has video avatars, it has all the resources that they need to complete the steps right in the system. So they don't really need to talk to you, but you have people, and I charge like $700 for the DIY, I charge $3,500 for the VIP. But they go through the same version of the software. They just get a scheduled 20-minute call once a week for the first 6 months. After that, it's once a month. Because after 6 months, they should have 10 plus trade lines and accessing all the vendors and funders that they need to go for an SBA loan, go for a business term loan if they qualify.
So as
we provide the qualifications in the software, so you don't apply for any vendors that you don't qualify for.
That's dope. That's better because I had to type out all those individually and kind of put it on a PDF form. So this is going to speed up the whole process. Now, will we be able to sell the software and upsell it, or is it going to be a fixed price where we get an affiliate?
Set your own price.
Set your own price. Because right now I sell the credit repair. Well, I'll be selling it as soon as I get credit card integration going on here. It's been a journey, but I'm almost there. But I'll be selling the combo package, the credit repair and business credit courses, not even factoring in the software that can be an upsell. So I'm selling the combination of the credit repair and the courses. That's going to be $19.97, which I thought was pretty cheap, but affordable. It comes with the complimentary credit.
Selling VIP and get you a certified coach, a VA to do the coaching. I have I could train your VAs, or you can hire one of my VAs that's already trained with the software and the information. So I do very little personal one-on-one coaching with my clients. They're talking to one of my trained coaches to do the hand holding. You know what I'm talking about, the babysitting. It's not any different information that they're getting from the software, but they're going to pay extra so they can be touched, virtually once a week.
Walking through it. Got it. All right. That's all I have. Thanks a lot.
All right. Thank you, sir. Reginald, go ahead, Reginald.
All right, Jeremiah. With the business credit, doesn't your personal credit, because most business look at your personal credit before you can establish your business credit? Well,
it's important to distinguish business credit and business funding, right?
Okay.
Business credit, some business credit trade lines do check your personal credit and do ask for a PG, but majority of them do not, and I put in the softwares the ones that do. I have like Apple. If you haven't been in business this long, or you don't have this many trade lines, then they might still extend you the line of credit, but you got to PG it, or American Express or something like that. So that's what I'm saying. Each individual bank or credit card company has their own protocol of what they'll approve you for, based on that, whatever they want to set it up. They can set it up, but I show you in the software how to get all the tier 1, tier 2 cards, and that opens the doors for tier 3 and tier 4. Okay. And then also there's cash cards in there. So in the software, there's 3,000 business credit vendors, there's 190 lenders, and there's 244 credit cards. So all those services, and you get the qualification requirements, credit score, trade lines reporting, bureaus they report to, all within each in the software. We show you all that stuff. I told you how to do the credit card stacking, the loan stacking, so you can be, true business financial guru in your circle.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's cool. Thank you, Reginald. Amber, go ahead. Amber, you had your hand up. Amber Oliver.
Sorry, my question was answered. I'm gonna lower my hand.
Okay, no problem.
I'll say this, that funding always requires good personal credit. All right, they're not giving away cash based on business credit. All this stuff about build business credit and get $200,000 in 90 days is a lie. Okay, that is not happening. And if there is happening, I've heard some people that get through, they're doing some borderline fraudulent stuff. Buying shelf corps, and then you have to, funnel money into them to make like it's profitable, and then you can go to a bank and get so much money. But I stay away from that type of stuff because if it doesn't make sense, if you got a shelf corp that's 3 years old, but you haven't got financial records to go back 3 years, it doesn't gel. So that's the type of stuff they don't tell you. I even got business credit trade lines I can add to anybody's business credit profile to boost your credit score and boost your business credit profile to get funding, but you still have to have good personal credit, and you still have to have good business finances. I've had people that got a 90 paydex score because they build a business credit, but their personal credit is no good, and the business doesn't make no money. Started. So now they're saying, well, I want $200,000. Well, why would a bank give you $200,000 to a business that only makes $2,000 a month? But people believe it, and they come to me, and I got to burst their bubble. You're like, well, I'm sorry, I'm not going to give you none of my money, let alone a bank. Okay, I'm not going to loan you money, and the bank is damn sure not going to loan you money.
Right. Cool. So let's take 2 more questions, Jeremiah, before we, before you show your software. Steve Super, you there, Steve?
Hey, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So it's so funny that you're talking about all of this, because without taking up too much of your time, a couple of years ago, I got together with a partner of mine, and we built a business credit platform. Not software, but we built the platform. And just before we were due to start, we had a huge fallout, and we never went forward with it. But here's the point that you're making, and you make it beautifully. when I was doing all the research behind business credit, it is frightening how many business credit owners are selling their system based on, even if you have bad personal credit, you can get a non-PG loan, and it's flooded with this.
Yeah.
Absolutely flooded. And you're right, it's not regulated. The problem is that you and I, when I was doing it, we're a minority voice because we're speaking the truth and we're speaking honestly, whereas other people just want to take the client's money and deal with everything after, if that makes sense. How often do you come across that sort of scenario? Is it very common?
Yeah, regularly.
Yeah, it is.
Regular. I at least 2 or 3 times a week, I'm telling somebody, no, you can't do that. You know, but I'm sorry, you know,
Right.
but you know, it's just not true. Unfortunately, we live in a day and age where lies are big business. People are selling lies, half truths, and maybe they don't know either. But yeah, the Clubhouse and the TikTok and the, you know, the social media posts, I see it. You know,
Yeah, it's the same thing.
and
But the good news is you're in the right audience, because it's ideal to get business credit and build your personal credit at the same time. So that when you're over 700, now you've got a lot more business credit options, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I've been affiliated with the credit repair industry for about 15 years. So I've been going to all the shows, the boot camps, the conferences, and because I used to provide, I still do, but not as much, merchant accounts for the credit repair industry. So I know Mark and all the major people, you know, years and you know ago, because I was providing them merchant accounts, credit card processing for the credit repair business when nobody else could. You know, last 5, 6 years or so, there's more competition. So I just shifted into going into funding, but I still, my primary audience is still you guys, credit repair business owners. Whether I have 200 and some credit CROs that are funding affiliates that send me their clients for funding. And now I have the software. So, and I have the relationships. So yeah, you guys, I mean, it's a perfect fit. And we live in a day and age where all these things are necessary to be successful. You have to have good credit to get an apartment. You have to, you know, and if you, and entrepreneurship is blowing up. Everybody's trying to own a business, trying to find their, you know, their gold mine, so to speak. And you cannot, you can only grow so much on your personal credit, and you can't go through that next level unless you have good, solid business credit and finances.
Jeremiah, let's take one more question from Alicia. Alicia?
Hi, I'm here.
Hello.
Hi. Yeah, my question is, do any of the funding sources include mortgages for the self-employed?
No,
Okay.
I don't do any all of the funding options. We do personal loan stacking. I show you how to do that in the software, because the qualifications for a business term loan is you got to be in business for 2 years. Your business got to make at least $100,000 to $180,000 a year. So that's like $10,000, $12,000, $15,000 a month. And you got to have good personal credit, and you got to have 2 years of business finances to even get in the door for a business term loan or SBA loan. So even the business owners that come to me and they've been in business for 5 or 10 years, they don't have all the pieces to the puzzle to qualify to apply. So I have to use alternative resources like personal loan stacking or revenue-based loan, working capital type loan, where the qualifications are less, interest rates are a little bit higher, but that's where that's the category you fall in if you don't have all the pieces to the puzzle to go into the banks. I have a plethora of banks to apply with, okay? But they all have a pretty, you know, I know that the bottom line to even get you approved. I mean, I've been doing this so long, I can ask you 5 questions and tell you right now which loans you apply for or you qualify for. So, and I provided all this information in the software.
All right, so let's go ahead and, okay, thank you, Alicia. All right, Jeremiah, let's go ahead and do a quick demo. Let's take them behind the scenes of the Black Label software.
Somebody posted, what's the difference between my software and credit suites? I don't like to talk bad about nobody. Actually, the owners of credit suites are good friends of mine. I've known them for years, for almost 20 years. So, but I provide you with the resources to complete it and full access to everything. and my system is more automated. Only analogy that I can come up with is there's the Flintstones and I'm the Jetsons. And anybody wants a live demo, you can go to schedule a live demo, and me or one of my staff members will walk you through probably 20, 30 minutes, more step by step. This is going to be a quick demo that I'm going to show you just some of the bells and whistles, and then hope you guys schedule a live demo where we can show you all the tricks. Okay, so.
Right. And hold on, Jeremiah. And for Andrew and Danny, we'll get your questions once Jeremiah is finished with the demo. Okay, Jeremiah, you can take it away.
Okay. Share my screen. Okay, so this is the admin panel that you're looking at here, right? Here is the subdomain that we put your software on. So your primary domain is whatever ABC Credit Repair. So it'll be member.abc credit repair will be the subdomain. And then your logo will be here, okay? And the dashboard is where you navigate everything, right? So the red is basically your admin section, your staff, your agencies. We don't have a number, any limits on how many employees or referral agents or staff members you can have. It's unlimited, okay? And then here, the blue section is where you manage your clients, and there's video training in there. You can check your clients, add clients, check their scans, all that. The training and marketing show you some videos of all the different things about funding and business credit, as well as some marketing tools. And the finance and coaching is where we show you how to make $15,000 per client. We have the 20 different business funding programs. You have the lenders. You have the playbook. The Ubf Playbook is Unsecured Business Funding Playbook, how-to manual. There's the 250 credit cards, some email drip campaigns, some closing statements. So it's very robust. We give you a lot of information. And I'm just going to kind of walk through these key points real quick. I usually do a demo anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour. This depends. But let me show you the revenue earning vendors. Okay. So every business needs to have a proper foundation, right? Here we have your VoIP phone service, your virtual office, your website design, your entity providers, your merchant accounts, domains, accounting, business plans, and all these types of vendors you can partner with, and you'll make a commission on each time someone clicks on that and uses that vendor, all right? Taxpayers, and then some of these, like for the credit repair, you can put yourself in there. Okay, so I put it in the big box credit repair companies just to be ambiguous, but we made it so you can put your own company in as the only one for personal credit. Okay, but if you got clients that want to do an SBA or a business term loan, they need a business plan. So we provide the resources that they can go get a business plan done for them, and you can make commission off of. Okay. So that's really quick. And then when you get into that, so the VoIP phone service, you got VoIP Studios. Here's the affiliate link that you can sign up for right here. All right. Here's Ring Central, Vantage, Grasshopper, Phone.com. So these are pretty, you don't need to sign up with all of them. You just get you about 3 or 4 of them. And then down here, we got the virtual offices. So we got Regions, we got Opus, we got Da Vinci, and you can partner as an affiliate with the iPostal, all these right here. Okay, then we got the website hosting. So I have clients right now that are paying me a lot of money to build out their whole system. I mean, from A to Z, the back office, everything, right? So this is the stuff I'm doing for them. And I can, like I said, I'm gonna go in detail with this. Here's some white label promotional videos, lender compliance, trade lines, business credit scores, being bankable, things like that. Okay, it's a lot of financial programs. Let me show you some of these. So these are some more videos on that. Business success. We show you how to sell the business and make a profit. So your exit plan strategy is in here. Promotional videos. We provided you a white label ebooks that you can use and promote. Do lead generation. Okay. Let me go ahead and go to a client. I'm going to use myself as an example, and I'm going to go here. So I already got about 6 pages of clients in here. and I'm going to type in my name here, go search. So these are two of my businesses in here. Okay, so this is your backend dashboard where you control the client. Here's their username and password. This section is a bonus section that has the detailed vendors by category. Okay, here's where you click the client to be a paid user. And I'm going to explain this really quickly for you. So I'm going to log in as the user by clicking this button. Bam. So this is what the client sees. They see their business name, their name here. We have these video avatars to explain each step. This section here is just a quick guide, kind of tutorial of the different sections. But this is where the work gets done. We call step one your business foundation, lender compliance, because we created it based off lender compliance, right? So you click on this. Now, the entity, one pager, right? Now, these are those vendors that you already partner with that they can do their incorporation with if they need that. The first step is got to be incorporated. So we got MyCorp, CorpNet, Swift, all right? And then we have a test trademark button here. So you type in your business name and you could test it and see if there's a similar business name out there that you might have to, switch up. You don't want to infringe on anybody else's trademark, okay? But this video avatar explains it.
The basic principle of building business credit is that your business credit scores are separate from you personally. For that to happen, your business must be its own legal entity. That means your business must either be a corporation or an LLC. If you operate your business as a sole proprietor or partnership, everything your business does is tied to you personally. The saying goes, you are in business, but not a business. To limit your personal liabilities and to be able to build business credit scores that are separate from you personally, your business must be its own entity.
So each one of these is less than 3 minutes long. It's not long, okay? And then they have the link here to directly to the Secretary of State to make sure they file correctly. And then you just click save and continue. That's done. You're done with the step. That's how fast it is. Step two, your business address. Same thing. So here's the virtual offices that you partner with, that you put in order, and the ones you sign up with. You control what shows up here on the end user clients. And then it also has a tested button. So it'll test the address to make sure it's business or residential. If it comes up residential, then you know you need to get something different because you cannot have a residential address for your business, okay? And she explains that as well. Test, and then the phone service, same thing. Sign up with these guys. Now, how do you do the 401 National Directory? How do you list your phone number with the 401 National Directory? See, that was the one thing I had a hard time myself figuring out. Not no more. I just click this button and list yourself. Done.
Nice.
Done. You're done with that. You do it and you're done and you move on, right? Phone numbers, done. Click and save and move on. This is what I'm talking about. Your website. You don't have a website. Here's some partners that you partner with. They can create the website for the client. Okay. And click on and move on. And that's what I'm saying. It doesn't take a lot of time to do this. It's automated as automated can be. Okay. Your EIN number. Click here and go get your EIN number. Boom. Okay. Your bank account. You got to have a bank account. You got to have a business bank account. You got to have a merchant account. Put the resources that you partner with right here. Click and continue. Okay, agency listings. You need to have your NAP validation. Your name, address, and phone number has to be consistent on all platforms everywhere. Okay, if it's a mixed match, I've had clients call me and they say, well, I changed that address 5 years ago. Well, you missed somewhere that is still out there on public record. So you need to track that down and get it updated, okay? I can't fix that. Now you have your SIC code. You got to make sure you have the proper SIC code for your industry, okay? Here, business plans. Same situation. You partner with these to get the business plans, make money on that. Assets, owner's credit. Same situation here. You got to put in your credit. You guys click here to get a credit report. And like I said, you're going to bank rating. This is a big one. Bank rating. Banks are checking your bank rating. Does anybody know what your bank rating is? Anybody? All right. I just provided that right here. This is how they determine bank ratings, right? You need to be a low 5 to even be considered for any traditional funding. If you're a low 4 or a low 3, that means your bank account average balance is here. You're less than $10,000 a month. They want to see you at least over $10,000 a month, then you can afford a loan, okay? But do they tell you how to do that? No, I provide the resources for you how to do that. Right here is the bank rating bureaus where you can set up your bank rating, okay? Make sure you're getting all this done correctly, all right? CDs, okay? Why do you need a CD? This is the whole thing about getting a business CD from a bank that will convert that CD into a line of credit, and that will report to your business credit profile as a UCC filing. Some banks look, do you have a UCC filing? Has another bank extended you a line of credit or funding? So in lieu of trying to get a line of credit just on your merit, we show you how to do a secure CD with a bank that will convert that into a line of credit and report that to your business credit profile. It makes you more credible to get the funding that you need, okay? But where do you go get that? Oh, right here, click this. These are the banks that do secure CDs. These are the credit unions that do secure CDs. You walk in there, talk to the business banker, say, I need to get a secure CD, give them $5,000, and said, okay, we got your security. Okay, can you convert that into a line of credit? It's secured by your money, or you get 10,000 or 25, whatever you can afford. And then maybe 6 months down the road, they give you an increase in that line of credit if you manage it well and keep and use a little bit, pay it off. Use a little bit, pay it off. And that's how you grow that line of credit. This is a banking relationship that you need to have with your bank so you can get a $50,000, $100,000, $150,000 line of credit. The traditional way is your business has to make that kind of money to sustain the line of credit. But it's not going to give you that much money just when you're walking in off the street. So this is this little shortcut that's totally legit. The banks do it. People know about it. You know, now I provided you with all the resources so you can provide that for yourself and for your clients. So this is just step 1. All right, lender compliance. Step 2 is setting up your business credit profiles. Experian business, Credit Safe, Equifax business, D&B, all these, you need to have your business credit profile set up with these reporting agencies. So when you do get the trade lines that they're going to post. All right, I can't tell you how many people tell me that I have business credit. Well, then none of it's reporting. Okay, so what do you want me to do? You know, but because I had a young lady just recently, she's got a 90 payday score, got all the business credit in the world. She's trying to get $200,000. Her credit is 500. No, not 500, maybe 600. It was something. And her business only made $2,000 last month. She thinks that she can just walk in and get this, and she's mad at me for telling her the truth. Okay, owner's credit. You got to have good personal credit. As simple as that. You know, inquiries. So there's a lot of resources, but you don't want to skip this step and try to go right to building business credit. Now, in this section, I provide you with starter net 30 accounts. Boom. Business t-shirts. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. This particular tier 1 card reports to Equifax. This is the quality to get approved. This is what you need. Boom. Okay. Crown Office Supplies. They report to all 3. That's one I would get right there. Okay. This is the description of the services. If your client or you need office supplies, this is a good trade line to add. And then here's the qualifications for that. They're net 30, right? You can apply for 10 of these day 1. Now, since the pandemic, a lot of these creditors require you to make 3 consecutive purchases and payments before they report to the business credit bureaus. So that's why it's so critical that the client gets the line of credit that they can use and benefit from, rather than just getting stuff they don't need. Okay, here's FedEx office. They report to D&B, Qualification Requirements. There's Granger, JJ Gold, Loves, Monopoly Place. It goes on. There's plenty here. Okay, it's not just, but that's not all. How about you just search by industry, high tech and auto? Okay, this is a tier 2. Some of you might qualify. If you already have built just your business credit profile, you need a 70 on the paydex score. All right, and they report to D&B. Here's Apple, net 30. They want you to have, you have to be in business for 12 months and have over $10,000 minimum spending, 35,000 every year in order to keep the account. So I don't know if you can spend $35,000 a year with Apple, but here's AT&T phone service. Here's Best Buy. So there's so many trade lines in this section. And like I said, I'm going to show you a big bonus. Office supplies, building, retail, and fleet vendors, okay? But what about regular credit cards? Let's go here. Here's starter credit cards. These are cash cards. Some of these are secure cards. Here's VA, Compass Bank. It's a secure Visa card. They're reporting to a revolving trade line, but you can only apply for it in these states, but they report to Experian and Equifax. So this is that valuable information that has been kept secret from us forever, right? So now you can go in and know what you're talking about. Here's a tier 1 behalf card. Of course, they're all 3 credit bureaus. And you need to have entity in good standing with the Secretary of State, EIN, a DUNS number, at least 1 year in business, and bank references. So that's a tier 1 card. You can you start up business can pretty much, or at least someone been in business for 1 year can apply for that. Brex, all-in-one financial. There's another one. They report to 2. All right. But I'm providing you with the qualifications to get approved. So you don't apply or don't have your client apply for something that they're not going to be approved for. All right. So that's there, but we have more credit cards in different industry types. Now I'm going to skip to this bonus section. I didn't cover this yet because I don't offer this bonus section only to my VIP clients. And here's the reason why. 3,000 plus vendors. You can search by vendor product type, adhesive, aluminum, hundreds of different wood furniture. There's one vendor right there. I personally like vendor service type. Let's go to the food industry. How about food services? Food equipment. There's 2 vendors right here. Food services. There's a bunch of them. Now, we put these links in here to apply. Some of them don't work, but here's the direct URL. Now, these are just to build the business credit, okay? You're not necessarily getting paid as a vendor for all these. Some of them might have an affiliate program, but we provide hundreds of these all throughout the software. But my point is you're adding value, providing your client what they need, and that's gonna make you a winner in their book, okay? So that's all there, all right? So we got building credit. Now, once you have those 10 trade lines reporting after 3 months, you can go to funding. Now, on the funding section, they're going to pre-qualify for one of these. These are the ones that I personally pre-qualified for my business, right? When you click on one, this pop-up comes up, tells them what they need to do to approve and who to contact, which is you as their financial advisor. We don't allow the end user client access to the funding portal. That's you control that as the business owner, okay? And all the funding goes through you. Now, let's look at, now remember, this is all the client portal, what the client sees. Let's go back and see what you see. So here's the 190 lenders. Which lender do you want to go with? What type of loan? SBA loan? Okay. Top banks in the United States to provide SBA funding. How about equipment? All the banks that you can partner with to provide equipment funding. Revenue-based lenders. all the lenders you can do with revenue based. Now, some of these you've heard of these: Flora, National Finance, Rapid, Lendio, Business Credit, Fundbox, Blue Bond. But you partner with these, and some of these banks do multiple loans. Like I use Flora a lot because they do multiple loans. I can send them equipment, I can send them working capital, I can send them revenue based, I can send them, merchant cash advance. So this, and most of all these banks you can partner with. The ones you cannot partner with are the standard credit unions and the standard banks. They don't have affiliate programs, but we show you and provide you a template contract where you have your client sign agreeing to a fee agreement that you will pay, they will pay you once you get them the funding. I charge anywhere from 10 to 12%. The industry average is about 10 to 12%, but I know people that charge 15 to 20%. I think that's highway robbery, but I know some people that charge 8%. You can charge whatever you want. You get someone $100,000, they got to pay you $10,000. And that's pretty much it. Up here, we have these big box broker stores, which my company, Business Funding Now, is the same thing. They just farm it out. You take it to them, they do all the work for you, but they only give you 30% of the commission. So you can use those. But my point is, when you partner with them, they're going to give you all their funding options, all the protocols, all the requirements that they need, so you can submit the deals to them. I have my staff do it. They know how to do this in their sleep. They just say, okay, we're going to send this to these 5 banks for a working capital loan. Boom. They get the documents from the client, they send it to the bank, we get their approvals, and it's just keep it moving like clockwork. How about credit cards? Want some credit cards? Which ones you want? I got them broken down by color code based on credit. Right there. You got white, so look for tier white cards. These are all, and this is credit card stack. So you go and apply for these type of credit cards on behalf of your client. And on a demo, I'll show you how to do this in more detail. I'm not giving you all the sauce right now, but my point is you can apply for these different types of cards if you know what the credit score is and that they qualify. Okay, or you can search by credit card company. Okay, here's the Ubf Playbook. Now, some of these PDFs are going to be converted into videos in a short period of time, but we give you step-by-step instructions. Here's the pre-qualifications for funding, revolving lines requirements, a basic criteria, ideal client, minimum, these are the roles and permissions in the software. Here's the non-disclosure agreement that you have your client sign. You can customize this to your own. Collect their information. This is the contract they're going to sign to do, so you can do the funding on their behalf. It even comes with a credit card form and a check form, so you make sure you get paid. Okay, you have an initial and agreeing to all this information. So you can use it or not use it. It's totally up to you. But we provide it for you. Okay, and then here's funding programs. Let's take a look at this. Now we've got it broken down on types of funding and the qualification requirements, credit score, income. You got to have less than 45% on balances on revolving trade lines. You got to have one trade line at least $5,000 or more. This is what you need to get the 0% interest business credit cards. Okay, low interest traditional business trade lines. This is qualifications for that. Low interest SBA loans. Here's the qualifications for that. And so on and so forth. Unsecured working capital, startup funding, startup loan programs, real estate, fix and flip, construction, cash out, fix to rent, build to rent, credit cards, more information about how to do all the funding. It just goes on and on and on. Okay, so I took all the mystery out. You don't have to guess about this. You just have to read and do a little studying, do your homework, and you can get to this. Here's another one that has more information. Lender compliance. This is what we're looking for. Building business credit. This is like your roadmap, bonus section. So we provide all these tools in here. And then, like I said, if you go back to the dashboard, there's videos for everything. For most of all this is video training. That is the very short version of the demo. I can go in. Let me show you a scan. I'm gonna go to my website, and like I said before, this is where I sell it for. I sell my VIP for $3,500. I sell my DIY for $700. They click the ad and they purchase. Okay, but here's the scan. I'm going to show you what it looks like on this end. Then I'm going to show you what it looks like on the client's end. So click this button to start the scan, and then they just fill it out, and the video avatar explains it. Now we do give the clients, once they complete the scan, access to step 1. They cannot access step 2 unless you turn them onto a paid client. It's like added value. You're giving them something and to entice them to sign up for more. So we just make it templated that everybody gets step 1 for free from doing the scan. Okay. And now let me show you what that scan looks like, the end result. So this is a client that's completed the scan. They pre-qualified in less than 3 minutes for all these business loans, right? I got their details here, their credit score. I can look at this and say, okay, we need to work on this on your business credit, but hey, let's go straight to funding. Now, when you go straight to funding, you guys are keeping 100% of the commission. 100% of commission, you pick the banks, you go do all the funding you want, okay? But then you got clients like this one only qualify for 2. It's usually because the money they make in their account and their credit score. That's why they only qualify for these 2. Okay, I have a lot of them don't qualify for anything because their credit is too low. Let me see.
Jeremiah, when they don't qualify, what should a credit repair company do with that credit if the credit is too low?
If the credit is too low, I tell them, yeah, okay, we got to work on your credit. You want,
right.
And
So
I have my employees sign them up, for credit. It's like if you want to do credit, let's do credit.
So that's another way to capture a customer, right?
Yes.
There you go, guys.
You got a credit repair company, you got a credit repair client, you got a funding client, you got a business credit client. All
Look
in
at that. All in one. You drive the customer through leads for a loan. The credit is shot. You offer your service to them.
Exactly.
There it is.
Once they complete the scan, they get an email of it, and you get an email of it, and now you got something to work with. You say, okay, schedule a call, or you call them up. I have my people call. Every time the scan comes in, somebody go on the phone, call them like, hey, we got you pre-qualified for funding. You want to apply now? Boom. They don't qualify, they call them anyway. Hey, you didn't qualify for any loan. We saw your credit is a little low. Would you like us to help you work on that? Boom. I don't know what else. This is the most automated system that I've ever seen. So, and like I said, 2 years in the making. And yeah, there's updates coming. There's different schemes coming. There's a whole lot of updates coming. But and we're constantly updating the vendors and the lenders and things like that. If you have lenders or vendors that you want to add to the system, send them to us. We'll vet them. And if they pass our test, we'll add them to the system. But when we add them to the system, they add it for everybody. So, but it's, that's the short version. Okay. So now, anybody got any questions?
Yeah, you can stop sharing your screen. I'm pretty sure, Jeremiah, they got questions. But before you start taking questions, Jeremiah, I went ahead and dropped the link in the chat to learn more about the Black Label. Can you tell them a little bit more about that? Like, how can they get their hands on it? And if you got any special discounts or anything like that?
Yes. On 2 things, Mark.
You can stop sharing your screen.
Okay. 2 things, Mark. I apologize. My VA sent you the wrong information. She sent you the affiliate link for business funding now, not Black Label. So I'll have that corrected first thing in the morning. But if nobody else has this, okay? So I want to preface that what I'm about to give you is only for this group, okay? If you go to Black Label, and this is how I'm going to keep track, Mark, for your purposes, and use discount code BLACK10, you get 10% off, okay? And anybody that comes and uses the code, I know that they're one of your referrals, so I'll give you credit for it. Oh, you did get the link. That is the right link. My fault. Yeah, never mind.
Black 10?
No, so you go ahead and click on Mark's link here, his affiliate link that he posted in the chat, and then you can use the discount code. The price of the software, so everybody knows what they're getting, is $29.97. With a discount code of Black 10, it's going to be $26.97. This is for the first year and your first 5 clients included. Okay, so you get 5 client licenses, business credit clients, not funding clients, just business credit clients. You can just get the software and do all the funding you want. The annual renewal for the software is $1,200. And each additional client that you need to add is only $150. So, and then you can buy those in bulk of 10 at a discount for $1,250 or 20 for $2,000. For $2,000, you can add 20 more client licenses, and each client license is a business credit client. And I got people that are buying them by the packs because you can sell one and make your money back. that's simple. And there's no, and like I said, you keep all the revenue from the vendors and all the funding, 100% commission.
Okay. So you want to open it up to for questions, or let's take Andrew and Danny's question. Andrew, you still have the question? Danny, do you still have the question? Andrew and Danny?
Yeah, I still have a question.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
My question is I actually I do accounting and bookkeeping. I have a client that's international, and they have a business in the United States. They don't have a social though. How would this work for them?
Yeah, they're not getting nothing.
Okay.
Sorry. There's some specific funding for I-10s. That is someone who is not a legal resident, but they have their I-10 number, which is like their social security number. And there's a lot of minority businesses that, that will have an auto repair shop and they have their I-10 number, but they don't have a social security. But it's the specific lenders that only provide that type of funding. But for the most part, banks and I mean, they might be able to build some business credit without their social, just with an EIN. But for funding, it's not going to. Yeah, it's next to impossible. They got to be U.S. residents to get money in the U.S.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay, cool. So let's keep the question short so we can try to get everybody. What about Margnet? Margnet?
Hello, I would like to know, is there an affiliate program if you don't want the whole system?
You don't want the whole system.
And you want to become an affiliate and help and sell the program without, use you as a lead.
Yeah. If you want to go out there and work for me, and I'll give you a little something. I have an affiliate program. I'm kind of keeping it, low. This is very complex information, right? So I want to make sure you know what you're talking about before I would, sign you up as an affiliate. I don't want to be misrepresented and things like that. So I have a few affiliates. Mark's an affiliate, but Mark and I are good friends. We've known each other for years. And I'll have about 2 or 3 others, then that's it. But if that's a conversation we can have, schedule an appointment and I'll be happy to talk to you about it. But you should get both. You can get the software and be an affiliate. That would be, at least you'll have more information on how the software works, which will allow you to better sell it.
All right. And Malika, did you have your hand up, Malika?
No, my question was answered. Thanks, Mark.
All right, cool. So we got Simon. Simon, are you there, Simon? Simon Chandler? Simon?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so with the, if I'm not mistaken, so with offering credit restoration or credit repair services, we still need to keep those businesses separate, correct?
Sorry, say that again.
So like we're offering credit repair or credit restoration services, but with business credit, we would still need to keep those businesses separate from one another, correct? We can't market them like on the same site or anything like that.
Yeah, you can. Actually, it's a perfect fit. Actually, I mean, most of my clients thus far have been CROs adding it to their business credit business.
Okay, because I was told before it's kind of a conflict of interest when you're offering loan lending, but then at the same time credit repair.
No, I mean, no, they both feed each other. How many people in your system that you're working on their credit are business owners?
Right.
I mean, yeah, they complement each other.
Right.
You know, and then how many people want to be business owners? You know, so yeah, I mean, there's, you know, it's just got to get through all the muck of all the BS that's out there on social media. People are trying to. I've seen somebody posted something. Yeah, you can build your business credit, buy vehicles, or release the vehicles in. People are doing the scan and making appointments and everything, but doing the scan, doing the vehicle thing, you need 8 to 10 trade lines to get a commercial vehicle, but you also have to think about commercial vehicle insurance. Okay, you also have to think about, you know, wear and tear, maintenance. You know, if you're going to get a luxury cars and maintenance will kill you. Okay? Trust me, I've had a bunch of them. I'm taking my car in there in the morning because all the lights came on. I'm like, what the hell? They're going to charge me $300 to tell me, yeah, this is best. I'm like, you know.
That's true.
So my point is a lot of that stuff is legitimate, but unless you're prepared and know what you're doing, it could be detrimental. Mm-hmm. You know, I see people using their personal credit or business credit and getting 5, you know, Lambos so they can rent on Turo. I mean, are you going to make enough money renting on Turo to, you know, cover all the details of it? I don't know. Maybe one car, maybe, yeah, okay. But getting a fleet of cars on, you know, it might not be the smartest business plan. So it just depends on what you're trying to do. I mean, business credit is definitely a must-have to grow your business, all right, and to separate your finances more efficiently.
I'm still in a Zoom.
All right, cool. All right, so thank you, Simon. And we got Danny. Danny, you have a question, Danny?
Yeah, I have one simple question right quick.
Yes, sir.
When you was talking about the age corps earlier, I do have clients that was talking about the age corps, how they trying to get funding on them. Now, can you fund your age corp with your personal credit and build out the profile?
I'm sorry?
Can you build out the age corp to get it funded or whatever?
No, I don't mess with it. This borderline fraud in my book. I don't mess with age corps because, like I said, I had plenty of people come to me and ask, can I, you know, and present an age corp, but then they want to manufacture the financials. Okay, I'm not doing that. I mean, I've had all types of funding deals, and I've had people submit to me false bank statements, false tax returns, and usually the bank catches it. Okay, and then bank says, well, this is fake. So now I look foolish, and then I got to go back to the client, like, why what are you doing? You're not smarter than the bank. You're not. Okay, you're not smarter than the government, and so I don't mess with. I mean, the legitimate way to do it, if you got an age corp, say you got a business that's 2 or 3 years old, you're still going to have to funnel a substantial amount of money in it for at least 6 months to have that financial blueprint to even qualify. If you don't have they're not doing, no verifiable income. They want to see bank statements. They want to see tax returns, and if you don't have that, then I mean, it's a waste of time. A waste of money to buy age corp unless you're going to actually do something with it. You can't backdate trade lines. You can't, no.
Right. So basically, just as I think I got played. I know I did. So basically, can start building on it, but establishing a revenue for it and then go forward with it.
Yeah, I mean, the time and effort you do, you put into something like that, put it in something legitimate.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't got time for that.
Perfect. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So do anybody else have any questions when it comes to the software, business credit? This is the time to ask Jeremiah. This is definitely the time, because after this, after this call, it's gonna be a different ball game, right? Because I don't normally bring on business credit coaches or business credit, and I don't think you can just. I don't know if Jeremiah offers one-on-one coaching or not. I don't know, but this is the time to ask questions. Any questions, guys, about business credit?
So the software is good for a year.
I mean, the initial price of the $29.97 includes your first 5 business credit clients, and that covers your cost for the year. In the 12-month mark, it will be renewed for $1,200 to renew, and each additional business credit client is $150. But like I said, when you're selling it, the DIY for, I'm selling for $700. I know people charge anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 for it, so you can charge whatever you want. And then, I know people that are charging, $2,500, $3,500, up to $4,000 or $5,000 for VIP. Your market, your clients, what they'll pay. So you can charge what you want. Either way, the business credit clients are $150, no matter if it's a DIY or a VIP client. It's only $150. We don't care how you use the credit and how much money you make on it. And by all means, buy them in bulk, so you get a greater discount. Get 20 of them for $2,000. That's $100 per client is your cost, and you can make $500, $600, $700 or $2,000 or $3,000 off of each client just on selling them the program, not including the vendor accounts or the funding. I mean, you can really change your tax bracket.
All right. Any other question?
I need to replay.
Jeremiah,
at one time.
what did you say?
Credits expire? No, they do not. Credits do not expire.
All right.
Actually, we're actually implementing a payment portal on the back end, so you can add credits from your admin dashboard. Right now, you have to contact me or send our email to support, and then we'll send you an invoice. I'm about to automate that, so you can add buy credits 1 at a time, 10 at a time, or 20 at a time, automatically through the software.
Jeremiah, let me ask you a couple questions. Then we'll go to some of the questions in the chat, and then we'll wrap it up for today. Can you explain the difference between the VIP and DIY?
Yeah. Okay. Obviously, DIY is do it yourself. So you have clients out here who I got individuals, I got truck drivers that need to build business credit, and they're always on the road. The DIY is a perfect thing for them. It's simple. It's easy. It's easy to follow. I provide the resource right there, and they can just click and move on. Only thing they cannot do is access funding. They can access the trade lines. Now, I don't provide that bonus section to the DIY clients. If you want to, that's totally up to you. You just click the button on their profile in your admin section, and then they'll have access to it. The VIP clients, I have a number of VIP clients. I train my staff to do the coaching calls. I use a standard protocol where when a new VIP client gets, they get the same software. There's no difference in the software. So they get this access to the same information. Only difference is they get a pre-arranged appointment call from me or one of my staff members once a week. And then that's, and all I'm doing is like, okay, click here, apply for the trade lines, pick your trade lines you want to apply for. I mean, the truth is these people pay extra to feel special and want to talk to somebody once a week. So that's why I call it the hand holding and the babysitting, because they can obviously navigate the software. They just feel like they need to touch base with someone. They want to be touched, virtually touched every week. So they got to pay extra for it.
So are you with the DIY, are you selling the DIY to them? And are you selling the VIP service to them as well? Is that how it's
they only
working?
get one or the other, one or the other.
So you can sell the DIY to someone for $1,500 and they do it on their own.
Yep.
And the VIP service, you can sell that service for $3,500 and they just get access to you and the coaches and everything.
Yep.
Okay.
That's the only difference. They get access to the same information.
Okay, got you. Okay, got you. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions before we dive into some of these questions inside the chat? Any other questions?
I have one.
Yes, go right ahead, sir.
Okay, if you're talking to a client, right, and they want to see an example or something, you know, they can expect out of the DIY, do you have anything like that, like something I can show them, hey, you know, this is what you get, or this, or am I just supposed to?
It's your business. You can do what you want. You want to talk to them, talk to them. You want to close them on the phone, close them on the phone. You know, I don't like totally not have any communication with the DIY clients, but they don't have access to me or the live coaching. You got to pay for that. That's extra. You know, because at the end of the day, you'll be on the phone all day talking to people for $500, you know, and that eat up all your time. It's just not efficient. So that's why it's clearly outlined, and the video avatars are in there. That's the coaching they get. That's what you call it. I call it DIY virtual coaching.
Right.
So they have the video avatars to walk them through it, and it's simple. I mean, I took all the mystery out of every step. She tells you exactly, and you can choose your avatar. I have a white girl or a black girl. But my point being is, once they're in the system, they have the automatic, everything's automated. As soon as they complete the scan, everybody gets the login and password for the client portal with the link, right? All they do is click on the link, use the login and password, log in, and then they got the video avatar of step one. Everything's laid out for them step by step.
All right, Jeremiah. Okay, cool.
There's a trial. No, I give you a live demo, but the software is proprietary, and I do not give anybody access to it unless you pay for it. And you got to sign a contract as well. So first step, you go to the website, you sign a contract, take you to the payment portal, and then my staff will email you the setup form. The setup takes about 3 days because we're putting all this stuff on a subdomain of yours, and we need an SSL, we need an admin email. It's pretty technical to set up all this stuff so it's a true white label under your business brand. Okay, I do offer training for additional costs. I will train you and your staff. Me and my staff will train you and your staff. I do a 3-hour training for $750. I do the first hour, and then the VAs will work with your VAs. If you want a trained VA already, you can get one from me for $2,000 a month that will work 40 hours a week and run your business credit and funding business.
All right, Jeremiah, let's take, I think, go ahead, Reginald, and then Justin is after Reginald. Reginald, go ahead.
Jeremiah, if I get the DIY program, and can I switch over? Would it be an extra cost to get the was it $3,000 or something to move up to that one?
Yeah, because I
got to start off with that DIY.
Yeah, if you want just to sign up for my DIY, you can go to businessfundingnow.com and click on business credit and click on it's all automated. You'll get the email and you can start working on your business credit. If you want to come back to me and say, I want to upgrade to the live VIP coaching, you're going to pay the difference. Okay. And most likely, you're not going to talk to me, you're going to talk to one of my coaches. So, you get a 20-minute call once a week. I don't think it's really necessary, but I'll take your money. You'd be like,
all right, what's the again? I want to write it down.
Say again? My funding company and business credit is businessfundingnow.com.
Funding now.
Businessfundingnow.com. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Jeremiah, we got one question says, what's the price for each VIP and regular?
Same price, $150 as their wholesale price.
Okay.
Whatever you sell it for is up to you.
Okay, cool. Justin, you ready, sir?
Yeah, I'm ready. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Jeremiah, how you doing? Thanks for the information too, by the way. Question, you had stated that it has 5 clients. So like the initial, we get 5 clients. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, in the initial setup and the $29.97, you get the first 5 clients included.
All right, I appreciate it. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you got a new question in there. It says, what is the $2K per month for the trained VA?
That's an employee. You're hiring a full-time employee that's already trained on business credit and the software and funding.
Okay, interesting. So that VA is trained in the business funding?
Yeah. I mean, you remember when I went over there? I went over there and trained them and certified them. Now they're training more people. So now I got this automated assembly line to train the VAs to do business credit and funding.
That's nice. That's nice. All right. So does anybody have any other questions for Jeremiah pertaining to the business funding, his software, business funding questions, anything like that?
Let me put this out there too. If you want me to, I can build out your whole system from A to Z, right? Meaning all your back office, your CRM, your email automation, text message automation, all the same thing. I got a blueprint of what I have, a marketing campaign, all that stuff. Call me for the price, but it's expensive. But it comes with the virtual the employee as well. So basically $10,000, I'll build out your whole business and give you a trained VA. And then your monthly cost after that would be about $2,500. But that includes your full-time employee, and that includes like your CRM that we attach to it. So when everybody calls you or they get automatic text, they get an email, all your appointment setting, all that stuff that comes with that I have built for myself to make my life easier, I'll build it out for you. I've gotten several people asking me for that lately. So I developed a package where I can build out your whole, literally I'm building on one right now, and the person wants the VA to run the business. So I said, okay, we can do that. I don't advise you do that because it's your business. You're supposed to know your business better than anybody else, but you'll have a trained person that knows the software, knows how to do business credit, understands business credit, and understands funding. Okay.
Jeremiah, we're going to take up a couple more questions and we're going to wrap up. Linda, if you want, you can unmute your mic if you're a little bit confused on the pricing.
Yeah, let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and can I share my screen again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, Jeremiah. I had to turn off the 1 second. Linda, you there?
Yes.
Okay. And what exactly are you confused on the pricing?
Yeah, I just was asking because I hear him saying the DIY and the VIP. So I was just wondering, what is the price of the DIY and what is the price of the VIP?
Oh, okay.
If you have the software, your price is the same. All you're paying for is a client license or a client credit. And that means one of your...
No, I don't mean to cut you off. Just what was the price of each? How much? That's it.
How much do I charge?
No, how much is the VIP white label and how much is the DIY?
No, you get both together for the $29.97.
Come in one. Oh, okay. Because I heard you say 700. I heard you say 700. Then I heard you say 3,000.
That's what I charge. That's what I charge. You can charge whatever you want.
Okay.
So what does she need to pay to get in the program, Jeremiah, so she can resell to people?
$29.97.
Okay, got you. Thank you. Okay. Got you. I got you now.
And then Linda, you can resell whatever price you want.
Yeah, you'll be able to sell a DIY and VIP at whatever price you want to sell it for.
Right.
Oh, okay. That's what okay. Thank you.
And you can sell that. You can sell that DIY of $9.97 as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Gotcha. It's worth it. It's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And we just pay $150 to bring each person on. But you said I understood. Okay, I got you now. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Okay.
How much to get the program?
What you saying, Jeremiah?
I just typed another question about how much to get the program. $29.97.
What is it? What is it, Jeremiah?
$29.97.
Okay. Some people still coming in. Some people are still coming in. All right. Does anybody else have any more questions for Jeremiah before we wrap it up for today, guys? Any other more questions for
$2,997? Okay, you ain't buying a whole automated. Think about if you're using Mark's software for your credit repair. Okay, I instead of charging you monthly, I'm just charging you annually. So you're going to pay the initial setup is the $29, and then the renewal is only $1,200 a year. So that's a minimal cost for this type of software. That's $100 a month. I mean, yeah.
Plus the discount, right?
Well, yeah, if you use the discount code, then you're going to get $300 off.
So Jeremiah, before we go, let's just put this out here real quick, man. So people can digest this, right? Like if somebody, if you guys are really serious about business credit, right? So let's think about this for a second. If you're really serious about business credit, what he just showed you, that demo was pretty amazing, actually, Jeremiah, because this is the first time I saw that. And there's a lot of people out here that don't know anything about business credit. Like they don't know, right? So just think about it for a second. You got these business owners who want to start, who has a business, who's looking for more funding. They just don't have time to learn all this stuff. So their pockets are deep. So that $9.97 is nothing to them.
Right.
Even $2,000 for DIY is nothing. But a lot of these business owners are going to want a VIP.
Yeah,
because they're too busy, right, Jeremiah? They're gonna want a VIP, and this is where you guys step up your game. You understand his platform, you study his platform, you make the investment, you throw it on a credit card, you make the investment, you build up your own credit, business credit. You understand what you're doing, and then you start selling this thing to complement your credit repair business. You start selling this thing, you start educating people, you start getting content out there, driving people to your website, and just upsell this thing and start complementing your business. So this is what I wanted to say for you guys, because it's going to, Jeremiah, how much work will it require them to really understand what they're doing?
Anything else, you have to, first of all, when you get the software, we give you your access to your admin panel, your 5 clients that's included, but we also give you a demo account for your own business. So you don't use your credits. Okay. And then on top of that, we provide you a plethora of training in the software. Also provide you the certification course for free when you purchase the software. So I'm providing you the education you need. And one other thing we're also offering, you can outsource your live coaching, $650 per client. All right. And we'll make those scheduled phone calls on your company behalf. You will give the employee admin or coaching access to your version of the software, and they will manage the client from your dashboard and call them that's a 20-minute call once a week, and you only pay one time $650 and we do it for a year. So for the first 6 months, they're going to get one call a week for 20 minutes, and then after 6 months, it's once a month. Okay, but if you can just focus on the marketing and getting new clients, and then so instead of $150, you're looking at $800 to have a VIP client. We don't do it for the DIY. We only do it for the VIP, but I do provide that service because everybody wants to outsource everything. So I provide it. So I covered all the bases. Let's do the outsourcing for the live coaching. You can hire a trained VA. I mean, we're making it as easy as possible, plus all the training that's in the software and the certification course. You will be a business credit expert in a matter of a couple of weeks. And then and then going through the system yourself, as well as signing up for all the vendor accounts. I mean, how long did it take you to learn your software, Mark? And I know you provide a ton of training.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to learn it. It's your business. I'm giving you the business in a box that's going to change a lot for you. And
No, this is awesome. No, it is. I'm telling you guys, I'm not saying this because I'm an affiliate. I'm telling you because if you really want to build wealth, longevity, wealth, you got this credit repair business, and then you got this business funding, is over. It's a wrap. Okay. And I'm really serious about that. If you really want to step into the big boy game and you really want to start like elevating your life, you got to start the investment part if you can, and grab the business in the box, start understanding that, and start putting it to work with your credit repair company. And this is how you guys really grow beyond what you think you can do. Now, Jeremiah, we got 2 more questions, then we'll wrap it up. Okay. Is that cool?
Yeah. You got to think about it also. If you got a credit repair company and you use Mark software and you add this, these two feed each other.
They do.
Yeah. I mean, so you can be maybe making money hand over fist, credit repair clients, business credit clients, funding clients, and it's just a pool that you draw from. And it's a no-brainer to me.
It is. Let's take 2 more questions. We'll wrap it up. Miss Bonds, hello.
Yes. Hi, Mark. Thank you. Hello, Jeremiah.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. You didn't tell me we get a 1 free demo for our own business. That's just no. You didn't tell me. That's a no-brainer. That definitely. So then you still get the additional 5 for clients. Okay. And then speaking of training and Mark services and how they feed together, one thing I like about CDM is that we can chat with someone right away if we have questions, or even like schedule a walkthrough or demo. Can we do that once we become a client? Say we have questions.
I'm not Mark Claiborne yet. Okay, I'm working on it. But yeah, you can email support. You can do a support ticket. And I mean, we work, pretty much 10 to 7 Eastern time, because all my staff is in the Philippines, so they're coming in at 10 at night, working at 7 in the morning for our hours. But they'll answer your questions, or if it's a technical question or it's a technical issue, the tech team is in India, so that's a whole nother thing. But we're improving the system week by week and adding more automation to make it easier for you. But quite frankly, we got a lot of the bugs out, and we haven't had too many issues lately, probably last month or so, since I dropped the software in March. But yeah, we're available. I mean, just doing business hours right now. I don't have 24-hour tech support yet. So
no worries. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. We got one more, Eunice.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, so I really like the software. It's real comprehensive, easy. I can definitely see how it can work. You gotta pull out that credit card right now at this moment price. Instead of that $29.97, can we do $19.97?
No.
No. Hey, let's pull it out. Let's go.
No, I'll be transparent. My cost to set it up for you is $1,500. So I'm only making, $1,500. Because I got tech people and
you got all that back.
There's a lot. There's an overhead. You got to cover the overhead. So
so what's the forms you payment? MasterCard, Visa, credit card?
Yep, I take all that.
$10.99.
Take all that. Not to you $26.95, $26.97 with the discount code. So don't forget to use the discount code.
Yeah, Black 10. Okay, and I don't see let me see. I don't see the link in the chat.
Let me drop the link again. I'm gonna drop the link for you, sir.
Let's see here.
All right, there you go. That's the link for everybody. Hey, listen, if you guys want the replay, let me repeat. If you want the replay for this,
at $10.99. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, any email that comes from me, what you guys got to do in order to get the replay, you got to get my email in your inbox. But if my email is going to your spam, you'll never get the replay. Okay. So any email that you get from me, just go ahead and at the top say not in spam. Not spam. Just mark it. Not, say it with me. Not spam. Like that. Okay. And then you'll get every single email that we send to you guys, okay, including the replay. All right.
No, Garrett Bonds had a question. No, you don't get 5 new clients for $1,200. No, for the renewal, it's $1,200. For you, you know you're going to buy them in bulk anyway. So just buy the 20 at for $2,000. You know, that's $100 per client. I think that's fair.
Yeah. All right. Last question, Jeremiah. And this was fantastic, man. I didn't know it was going to go almost, you know, to 10 o'clock. I mean, but last question. When you say you get 5 clients, what does that mean?
That's your first 5 business credit clients is included.
So that means we can sell the program to 5 people.
Yes.
Without paying 150. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Okay, I was a little confused there. So basically we get it right now. We drop a credit card, we get it. We go out and hustle, we market, we look at our database that we have, we introduce our business credit program to people.
Yep.
And we sell it for $9.97 a DIY.
Yep.
And we get those 5 customers for free. So that's pure profit
So
right
all
there.
5 for VIP for, you know, 2,500, 3,500.
And that's pure profit right there.
Well, pure profit.
Okay, there it is. So I didn't quite understand what the 5 meant, but now I do. Does everybody get it now with those 5 meant? I didn't understand it at first, but now.
Yeah, that's the hardest part I have to explain over and over and over again. You get your first 5 business credit clients for free. You can do all the funding immediately with no additional cost.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So does your build out include creating? Yeah, the build out would include the VA that will sign up on your behalf for all the vendor accounts that you want to, and there is no cost to the client for the vendor account. Now these are different independent companies, so yeah, a lot of these lines of credit do have annual cost or things like that. Some of them have like a $69 annual fee or $99 annual fee to keep that account active and live, but I don't control that. I just provide you the resources. When you say funding, am I offering them loans? Yeah, there's 20 different business types of loans in here and 190 different lenders. You can do all the funding you want. You can just get the software and just run a funding company. Business loans all day, every day.
Does that require a license?
No, it's no regulation.
What? That doesn't require a license to offer loans through third parties?
You're just a broker.
Oh, you're just a broker.
Yep.
Interesting.
Nope. Only state that sometimes requires some loan products is California, obviously. California, for some loan products and some banks, if you are in California, you have to have a special license. I've never had one, and I never, don't plan on getting one either. So, yeah. How is the affiliate section set up? It's automated. There's a link on your landing page. They can sign up and they get their landing page. I mean, some of the stuff, if you got more of these questions, the live demo, schedule an appointment with the live demo, and we'll walk you through all the sections. Like I said, it takes anywhere from 20 minutes to up to an hour for a live demo, just depending on how many questions you have. But we do a really comprehensive walkthrough on the live demo.
All right, cool. All right, Jeremiah, you ready to wrap it up?
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to go 2 hours, but it's good. It's good. My phone is blowing up, so I'm looking to see how much money I made today.
Okay, I got you. Listen, guys, Jeremiah, is there anything you want to say before we wrap it up?
I think I said pretty much everything. I can't think of anything else. Like I said, if any additional information that you want about the build out or about, how to set up, I mean, I can give you some training on, what I did for my client for my staff is I had them go through the software, sign me up for all the vendors that I wanted, right, for the vendor accounts and the banks. Okay, it took my staff, my EA, about 2 weeks to do it. So during that time, when you get your setup and the email with your logins, the first thing we say is walk through the steps of the video of the software, read all the content, and watch all the videos. And then if you make an appointment and have your questions written down so we can answer those questions. And I'm gonna know if you did the homework, okay? So based on what questions you ask, I know, well, that's covered in this section. So if you would have watched that video, it would have answered your question. So I don't have time to do your work for you. So you get, I mean, you're investing in something that's going to make you a lot of money. You got to put your time and effort into it. I provided you with an automated platform to do it, and now it's up to you to master it.
Okay. All right. Jeremy, we can take 2 more questions, then we're really gonna wrap it up. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We get paid for their approvals. You're the loan broker. You're the one that manages the loan. You're the ones that's choosing the bank that you're going to send it to. And so the bank is going to communicate with you, not the client. And when you go into funding, then the bank might want to talk to the client. But usually I manage the whole loan from A to Z and let the client know. I don't even tell the client what the bank name is until I have to, when they have to sign the actual loan documents. Okay, but by that time, the loan's already approved. They should get the deposit within 24 hours, and they're just signing the loan documents, agreeing to pay the loan back. Can we limit what clients have access to? Not really. Like I said, that we provided that added value of step 1 included with the scan, and it works well because I get more scans, and that's just more business. Now, they can't get past step 1 of lender compliance until they become a paying client. But I mean, then you can continue to market to them. And actually, every time somebody completes a scan, they get an email from your domain with your branding and your information. There's like 18 emails to encourage them, nurturing emails. They encourage them to sign up for business credit or funding. And that's automated. So we give that to you, and you don't have to do anything to set that up. We're just going to use your domain, your email that we establish for you. That's going to redirect everything back to you. And then once you mark them as a paid client, only other part of is the bonus section that you have to click on to give them access to that. And like I said, I don't give my DIY clients access to that. I only give that to my VIP clients, because it's valuable. You know, all those 3,000 vendors that you can search by category, that's something that I don't give away. Okay, so, but it's your system. You can do what you want. You can give everybody access to it. Totally up to you.
Cool. Reginald, go ahead. Reginald, you got the last question, then we're going to wrap it up.
This is directed to you. You know that in your program, can you put that information on top? You know how that little green thing comes across when you click on your software? Can you put his information in there?
You mean like the notification?
Yes.
Yeah, we're actually going to be adding a link inside of the software for the Black Label as well.
Okay, that's what I want. Okay, thank you.
So there will be a link, and actually tomorrow morning, there will be a link. You'll see the Black Label or credit, not credit, but business credit link inside of the software. So if somebody's in the software, they want to learn about the business credit, they can click on the link.
Now, the link you have is the right one, Mark. I just tested it. It's the right one.
Okay, cool. Cool. So because we want to add it in the software, because we want to introduce business credit to more people, you know, more credit repair companies that just think that it's just about credit repair, and it's not. There's other ways to build wealth, and that's why we're adding it. We want to educate people. We want to expose them to it, so they'll say, "Oh my God, I didn't know it was just about credit repair. Now it's about business credit too."
Yes. Okay. No, I do not offer payment plans. And yes, you get paid for approvals. And yes, when you sign up for the bank, you get they tell you how much commission they pay you on their ISO agreement, that's independent sales office agreement. And each bank has their own criteria. So, you know, when I sign up for the bank, I want to know how much you're paying me, what the criteria is for approval, what type of loans you offer. And not all banks are created equal. Like I said, they're unregulated too. So one bank can do equipment loans and have one protocol. Another bank does equipment loans and have a totally different protocol. And,
Right.
and it's their decision what they do. So yeah. And the pandemic has changed a lot of the banking. Banks are being a little bit more selective and have increased their requirements. Used to be you could have $5,000 or $10,000 in monthly revenue. Now some of the banks are asking for $20,000, $30,000 monthly revenue before they can extend you a loan for certain types of loans. So, but you can still find the other ones out there too. And like I said, there's more lenders in the system than you can manage. Okay, and you don't need to sign up with all of them. You just need to find you about 4 or 5 of them for each of the funding products, and go with that. Yeah, and like I said, we do a one-on-one or do your onboarding call. We'll cover some of this stuff for you to make it simpler. It's a lot. You're going to take your time. So I always tell people, if you're going to get the software, go ahead and get the software, but go through the system when you get your setup, and then schedule an appointment so we want you to succeed. We want you to get as many funding deals and many business credit clients as you possibly can, and we want you to keep using the software for years to come. All right, this is a hot industry that's not going away anytime soon. And with I don't even know what I think it's like 92, 93% of U.S. businesses do not have business credit.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, it's the floodgates.
It's wide open. It's open. All right, Jeremiah. All right, guys. Jeremiah, thank you so much, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it, man. We'll sketch up. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, thank you for coming, and thank you for educating the community and everybody. Thank you for coming to my new show, the Credit Business Growth Show. It's not a podcast yet, but we're going to switch it over to a podcast. And we're in the beginning stages of the show, so I'm going to have different guests on, just educating you guys for free on different topics. Okay. Again, thank you so much, Jeremiah, and everybody else. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Okay, guys.
Peace out.
All right. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.